Hello everyone, we are live on Display TV. I am your host, Sarah Previs, and does anybody notice anything different about this set? Maybe a little spooky tonight. Yes, we have done some orange lighting, some mood lighting in the spirit of Halloween, because tonight is our Halloween show. It is a Halloween spooktacular, if you will. So we are pulling out the stops for you later in trivia. Definitely don't miss that. It's coming up at 8 p.m. Eastern, about 30 minutes from now, but tons of good stuff in the meantime. So hey, how's everyone doing? I know you can't answer in the chat right now. We're working on getting that chat up for you, but in the meantime, we're gonna get this show started and kick things off with some stuff that you might wanna know about display and how to make money. So I want to talk to you about a little feature that we have called the Learning Center. So if there's any newbies here, anyone tuning in, or maybe you just feel like you could know more about display, or there's a certain topic that you'd like to explore, we actually have a Learning Center available to you at all times in the app. So you're just going to go on over to the menu on the top left corner of your screen, and then where you see Learning Center with the little book icon next to it, you'll click on into that and you'll see all kinds of helpful topics. What is display, setting up your profile, how to make money, redeeming your awards, your storefront, posting tips, posting 101, anything that you could possibly want as it pertains to display. So that way, if you're not able to tune in to me every single weeknight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, that's right, I'm always here every weeknight, here to help, tell you about all the updates, how to make money here on display. But if you want to learn on an off hour, or maybe see something on demand, look something specific up, check out the Learning Center. It's always available in the app to help you out, to make the most of this app, which, by the way, you get paid to post here. We are the social that pays. That's what we're all about, making sure that creators get rewarded for posting and taking the time to post. Now, again, I've gone over in this show before how that actually works. So there's things like dividends. So you're basically making money because you're appearing in people's timelines or feeds. So you're profiting off of the ad revenue, those ads that you see there. Of course, there is the Support Me button. So if you click that on another creator's post, they get paid 50% of that ad revenue. Display makes the other 50%, 50-50 split. So you can go ahead and support creators by tapping the Support Me button. And then of course by inviting friends. So every friend that you invite using your unique invite link and they set up a profile, they start earning, you make 10% off of them. So that's what we're all about here on Display, making sure that all people, not just your influencers with millions and millions of followers, are getting paid. We want every single person to make sure they are getting paid for the time that they spend on the app, that they put into posting and creating content. That's the premise of Display. That's why we're called the social that pays. And of course, like I said, the Learning Center is always available to you should you have any additional questions or want to look something up. Trivia is coming up in just a little bit. We've got about 25 minutes till our special Halloween themed game. That's right, 10 questions all about Halloween. You can see that we've got a little bit of a spooky vibe happening right here. And of course, it will continue in trivia. We've got some special surprises in store for you. One of them will be a costume, and there's more stuff. I don't want to spoil it, so you'll have to tune in and see. Next up, I want to talk about another feature on the app, the insights, the analytics. You can actually see how your content's doing. You can take a look and see if people are liking, sharing, commenting, supporting your posts. Generally speaking, what content is doing better or maybe resonating with your audience. So you can access that from the same exact menu that you use to see the Learning Center. So you'll go on in, you'll see your analytics, your insights. You can even see your family tree there. See all of the people under you that have actually signed up using your invite link, which is really cool. So maybe your friend was like, I did set up a profile. You can actually make sure that they are true to their word, that they set up a profile and you're earning money off of them by checking out analytics. You can scroll through by week, by month, by post, and really see how all of your content is doing. The next thing that I want to talk about is My Stuff. This is super fun. You actually can curate your own storefront. You can literally link a storefront to your profile and share the entire thing with your audience. You can share one thing at a time. So I want you to think about right now, what are the kinds of products that you want to be sharing with your fans, your followers? Think about that. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I'm going to ask you a very specific question about that. Stick around.
Hey, I'm Tiki Barber, former University of Virginia student athlete and also former New York Giant running back. I can't tell you how excited I am to announce the partnership between Influencer and Display. So what's Display? Display is social that pays. This revolutionary social media app is changing the game for college athletes, and now it's your turn to play. Welcome to the brand new world on social media. Welcome to Display. Social that pays.
Welcome to Display Tips. Let's get introduced to Profile. Tap the profile on bottom right of screen. Here you can personalize your display experience. Tap the pencil icon to edit your profile picture, cover photo, basic user info including contact, and link to your other social media accounts. Select your preferred language. Identify top friends and family members. You can also create and manage your communities here. Watch for more tips on Display TV.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Display TV. We are live from New York City. I'm your host, Sarah Priebus. Actually, I dressed up as Sarah Priebus for Halloween. I'm not actually Sarah. No, I'm Sarah Priebus. Hey! Happy Halloween! Do you see our spooky set, our moody set? Chat is back up. So if for some reason you're not seeing your chat right now, X out, come on back in. The chat is up and running and I want to chat with all of you. So let me know. How's it going? How's it hanging? What do you have planned for Halloween weekend? Or maybe it's just a regular weekend for you. If you're psyched about Halloween, you want to get in the mood, we have a very special trivia game coming up tonight. It's Halloween themed, 10 questions all about Halloween. $500 is up for grabs, and of course I will be changing very quickly into my costume, and we have a couple other surprises in store for you as well. Now, we were just talking about how to use this app, some cool features. There's always the Learning Center that you can check out if you have specific questions. We are diving into analytics and insights, and I had just started talking about My Stuff, which is your own storefront that you can curate on your profile. You can literally pick products that you're excited about, make a store, and share that entire store or share specific products with your audience, with your followers. So now I want to ask you, what kinds of products are you most excited to share with your followers? Tell me, weigh in right now. Let's get those fingers ready and warmed up for trivia later. What products are you most excited to share? Is it tech, fashion, beauty products, home goods, or something else? Weigh in, tell me, what are the things that you are just dying to share with everyone that follows you? I'm gonna say fashion, beauty. I feel that a lot of you probably are curious. What does Sarah use for her show? Is there any tricks, any good makeup? That's the kind of stuff that I'm usually linking to my storefront. Although, every once in a while I do put tech up there because I am a content creator and I use all kinds of cool tech to shoot my content. Right now we've got about 32% of you saying fashion, beauty. Okay, we're on the same page, we're vibing. We've got 20% saying home goods, 17% saying tech, and then a whole 30% saying something else. Well, we're gonna close this poll so I can simply ask you, what is that something else? Chat is up, let me know, type it in the comments. What's the something else? What are the things that you're most excited to share from your My Stuff, from your storefront? What are the products that you have been linking? Maybe you have already curated a storefront. Maybe it's a feature you haven't yet to explore yet. Let me know in the chat right now. If you've clicked something else, what is the something else? Let me know. I got it up. Okay, the Owl Queen has a great example. She says, I can sell my own owl t-shirts in my store. That is so cool. Heather can literally take her photographic prints, put them on a shirt, and then sell them from her store. I have something too. You just reminded me, Heather. I have put any of my podcasts that I've had, I've linked those to my store. I've put my films that I've been in my store. Now, a lot of this you can actually just watch or listen to for free, but it gives you direct access. If you're a singer-songwriter and you have music available on Amazon, you can actually link it in your storefront directly so that people can click on it and support you through your music. So yes, you can link your art to your store. You can sell it. If it's something that's available with an Amazon subscription, then that, is something that you can also link. Very cool. Jenny Girl wants to know, how do I use the store? You're in luck, Jenny Girl. Next week, I am going to dive in very specifically how to set up your storefront, just in case you don't know. But in the meantime, I do recommend checking out the Learning Center, which is available. You can go on in there and see sort of play-by-play and how to set up the store. But if you've been tuning in, so come on back next week. We're going to dive into how to set up your store and share it with your followers. Okay. Something else I want to talk about is Dolby Live. This is a live streaming feature. So if you like what I'm doing right now, if you want to connect to your fans, your followers in real time and do this, you can from your own page. And it utilizes Dolby sound. So you actually get crystal clear audio. And again, it's really incredible because then you get to see what your fans, your followers are commenting on, what they're chatting. You could do a sort of AMA and ask me anything. So to access the Dolby Live, you're gonna create a post, like you would be posting a photo, like you would be posting a video, but instead, you're going to click on the Dolby Live icon on the bottom right, and then you'll see the screen on the right here. You'll tap live to start streaming, and bam, you are connected to your followers in real time with that incredible Dolby audio experience. So, I have a question for all of you. I wanna know, which of these features are you most excited about? Which of these features, resonates with you? Maybe you've been using it the most. Of the ones we've spoken about tonight, the Learning Center, Dolby Live, the Insights Analytics, or My Stuff. Which of these features are your favorite? Weigh in, tell me which one, or maybe it's something, again, you didn't know about and you're excited to find out more. This helps me so that I know what I can be telling you on the show next week. I've already, like I said, gotten really excited to tell you about the My Stuff feature, so I'm gonna tap that. And yeah, we got 43% saying My Stuff, 28% saying Insights Analytics, 20% saying the Learning Center, which is great. Again, you can educate yourself at any time. And then we have 9% saying Dolby Live. What are you camera shy? Is that why? It takes some practice, but I think people really appreciate the connection, the one-on-one experience. Don't you feel like you get to start to know me now that we get to do this in real time? There's something magical about that. Okay, 45% say My Stuff. Come on back next week. We're doing a whole show on My Stuff where we can really explore it together. I'm gonna close this poll, and I have one more exciting thing to tell you. There's a brand new update. Has anybody noticed that their interface looks different now? That the way that you are searching through display, that your profile looks, have you seen it? This is what it looks like. Yes, the formatting has changed. I'm blown away. I love it. I love this sort of grid view that you can, create and curate an aesthetic so that you can really make a cohesive look if that's something that appeals to you. I think it's beautiful, but I want to know, what do y'all think? Did you even notice this, or am I bringing it to your attention for the first time? And maybe if you don't have it, I would recommend after this, because we're in the middle of a show right now, but after all of this, definitely X out of the app, make sure you go into the App Store and look for any updates, because it looks really cool. DA Fat says, I didn't know about any of this. You're welcome. That's what I'm here for every weeknight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. We are here to give you all the deets, of course, to give away a trivia answer, which I'm going to be doing in just a second. Mark said, I didn't notice yet. Hey, Lexi, good to see you. I'm a fellow Pennsylvanian too, originally, so I'm so happy that you're sending me love from there. And the Owl Queen says, it looks rock star. It looks rock star. Yes. Oh, Chrysanth says, mine's been like that for a while. So yes, if you are an Android user, you did get this update a little while ago, but I am not, and I just got this update today, and I think it looks phenomenal. Okay, moving on, because I know a lot of you are very excited about trivia, which is starting in about 15 minutes. We got $500 up for grabs. 15 minutes from now, it's going to be a Halloween-themed game. I am going to be morphing into costume. Any guesses? Throw those in the chat. What do you think? I got to do a quick change. So what do you think is feasible in about 5 minutes for me to get into? I want to see if anyone can get it right. But we got trivia starting 15 minutes from now, $500. You got to answer 10 questions all about Halloween. And in the meantime, let's give you a sneak peek. Let's see if you're already in the spooky mindset, if you already know the answer to our question 8 from tonight. We're gonna give it to you, but first you have to try to guess. You have to see if you would have gotten it on your own. This one is for all of my poetry people, my literature people, maybe if you know a little bit of science or the classification of animals. Let's see if you know the answer to question 8 from tonight's trivia game. What is the technical term for a group of this bird in the same genus as the title of Edgar Allan Poe's 1845 poem? A gaggle, a murder, a swarm. So first you need to know Edgar Allan Poe's 1845 poem. Do you remember that from class? I do. I remember that one. It's one I think most of us, at least in the States, had to read. Now, that bird, same group, technical term for a group of that bird's cousin, essentially, right? That's like a non-technical way of looking at it. Let's see if you get it. So far, we've got 67% saying a murder. A murder! Ooh, just in time for Halloween. We've got 19% saying a swarm and 12% saying a gaggle. I believe a gaggle is the term for a group of geese, a gaggle of geese, a gaggle of gals, if you will. Well, we're gonna close the poll now, and I'm gonna tell you that 69% of you did not need my help tonight because the poem is The Raven, and in the same family, in the same genus, you've got the crow, and a group of crows is called a murder. How do you think they feel about being called a murder? Maybe they like it. Maybe they feel very intimidating. So there you go. You got the answer now to question 8. So you're that much closer to $500 tonight. How are we digging the Halloween vibes on set today? I'm telling you, so many exciting surprises in store for you on Trivia Tonight, which starts in 12 minutes from now. We're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, our finale of sorts of October and Halloween content. We'll be right back.
My work is for the world, but it really starts with me. And I'm just a vessel that helps it funnel.
Don't be so quick to give off what God has given you to somebody else.
It was a really hard year, but there are a lot of really bright moments.
What's up, y'all? I'm Lauren Elise, and you can catch my show, Harmony and Hughes, every Thursday on Display TV.
Welcome to Display Tips. Let's get introduced to Profile. Tap the profile on bottom right of screen. Here, you can personalize your display experience. Tap the pencil icon to edit your profile picture, cover photo, basic user info including contact, and link to your other social media accounts. Select your preferred language, identify top friends and family members. You can also create and manage your communities here. Watch for more tips on Display TV.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Display TV. We are live in New York City. My name is Sarah Priebus and we are gearing up for trivia in about 10 minutes from now, where I will be giving away $500 if you can answer 10 fabulous questions themed around Halloween, which is coming up this weekend. But to get us all in the spirit, we are going to show off some of your costume posts. I asked and you delivered, and I just want to say thank you for that. I had so much fun looking through these, and 100% have decided that if you continue to post all weekend, whatever your costumes are, I will continue to show these come Monday. But let's take a look at some of the costumes that we have And I found these using hashtag display costume contests. These are so great, getting me in the mood. And some of you also, by the way, threw in your guesses in the chat as to what my costume is going to be for tonight's trivia show. I saw vampire, I saw kitty, I saw witch, I saw Power Ranger. And let me tell you, one of those guesses is correct. I hate to spoil it, but somebody was right. You got it. You got a bonus trivia question per se. So job well done. Y'all guessed it. And I can't wait to dress up and show you all the cool effects that we've got. Okay, so for display costume contest, first we have this one from Mystical Melita. Mystical Melita sent in this cute little photo. I believe it's her kids or her I think it's to her grandkids. Mystical Melita is also running her own challenge right now on display, Spooktacular Season. So if you are posting any Halloween pictures this weekend, make sure you're using that hashtag as well, so she can see it. Okay, let's take a look at our next entry in display costume contest. This one's so adorable from Robert Boudwin. Him and his two little girls. I don't know. I think, are they angels or are they devils? TBD on that. Weigh in the chat. You think those two are well behaved, or you think they're dressed just as they behave? In his comment, he said they're dressed exactly as they are. Two little devils, so cute. Then we've got Carrie. This is so well done, might I add. Melita, well done. This is her daughter. This was a throwback. So appreciate everyone who threw up their throwback photos, knowing that Halloween and dressing up isn't really till this weekend. This is creepy. Well done. I love that. I almost didn't want to show it because I didn't want to freak people out, but it has to be. Halloween is spooky. And then we've got Chrysanth here, Kathy, of course, as a Jedi. Very, very cool. So yeah, bravo everyone. These got me in the mood for Halloween. I really appreciate it, and continue to post them all weekend. Of course, we're kicking off our Halloween celebration tonight on trivia. $500, 10 minutes from now. Don't miss it. Lots of surprises for you, that's all I can say. Okay, let's continue on with the content from all of you. This also gets you in the mood, right? Some Halloween cupcakes, I'm loving it. This was for hashtag Autumn Eats. And you know, autumn's still going. So if you have a favorite food, if you have a fall food, pumpkin pie, apple pie, lots of pie this season, throw it up. Use the hashtag Autumn Eats. I'll find it, I'll show it. I got one more Autumn Eats that feels very appropriate for this weekend. This one's from Melita as well. Really so simple. Gearing up for trick-or-treating. When are the kids trick-or-treating? Are they going out tonight, tomorrow, or Sunday? Parents, if you're in the chat, let me know. When should I be expecting you? I got a bag of candy ready to go. Bori68 says, yum, yum. Yeah, I'm gonna eat all the candy right before bed and then not be able to fall asleep. Let's move on to another October hashtag I've been loving on display, Inktober. Woo, this is kind of a creepy one from Vladis. Incredible. I think it was last year, maybe the year before, everyone dressed up as the Joker. What do y'all think the costume's gonna be this year? What's gonna be the #1 sold out costume? I know one that was really hard to get because I tried to get it, and that would be Squid Game costumes. Very hard. I wanted to dress Sophia, my cat, up and go with her. Wasn't happening. I think you can't get them until almost the end of November at this point. But let's move on to our next Inktober drawing. These are our artists here on display. How beautiful for fall. This is from Mr. Abdullah, an artist. If you love following the arts or the artists here on display, definitely recommend Mr. Abdullah. I found him just today, putting out incredible artwork on his display profile. So go check him out. I'm loving it. All right, we're gonna move into our final hashtag, one that so many of you have been getting into and that brings me such serenity in my feed. This is from Jenny Girl X, who has been tuning in every single night. And I saw your October sky pose and I had to share it. Absolutely stunning. Your horse is beautiful. The sky is beautiful. The field just says fall to me. I love this photo, so thank you so much for participating. It's always so fun to see someone in the chat and then see them participating on the app and actually posting content. It's so great. I got one more October sky This one's from Jeffrey Kipple. Stunning. Look at that view. And because with popular demand, I got one more. I can't get enough October sky. Look at this. This one's from Ileana. Doesn't this just bring you tranquility? Oh, man. And these are just from all around the world. We're getting those October skies from all around the world, which, I don't know, I feel like I'm traveling vicariously with all of you, looking out all of your windows with you. Trivia is coming up, folks. If you're getting here, thank you. Thanks for being early. Come earlier next time. We do this weeknight show at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. I actually give away a trivia answer, so if you just got here, you missed it. But next time you can tune in. Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. We do a pre-show. We talk about how to make money on display outside of trivia. We give away a trivia answer, and then we show off some incredible content by all of you, people who have been posting and doing our challenges. Trivia tonight. The Halloween episode is about to kick off. Go invite your friends, text them now, get them in here. That's one way you can make money. They set up a profile using your unique invite link. You're gonna make 10% off of their earnings. I mean, that's an easy way to make money. Plus, this is fun. Friday night, spooky, Halloween. I'm gonna go change into my costume really fast. We got 10 questions about Halloween and some fun ones to get you in the mood, get you tapping away. We'll be right back with trivia. Where my ghouls at? From the front to back, well, are you feeling that? Put one hand up in the display chat. Well, hello, gorgeous! How y'all doing? I am your ghostess with the mostest, your Halloween, your black cat, Sarah Priebus, and welcome to our very special Halloween edition of Display Trivia, where I am going to attempt to stack as many Halloween puns as possible. Oh ho ho! You can't scale a run from my scale of puns. Your goal is to answer all of the questions correctly, and mine is to elicit as many boos as possible. That's right, I'm here for the boos. But seriously, don't be a jerk, Orlando, okay? I'm the one giving away the money after all. $500 to be exact. Now, who's hanging with us tonight? Drop your location and your Halloween costume in the chat. Here's how the game's gonna work. I've got 10 spooktacular questions. You gotta answer them all correctly. Pro tip, keep calm and carry a wand. And if you get them all right, then you get to trick or treat yourself using that coin. Don't forget, once you tap, there's no going back. And you need to have a completed display profile in order to claim your winnings. Oh, you think you can just come in here and play trivia without using the app? Wishful thinking. We also just wrapped on week 2 of our brand new live pre-show, which is every weeknight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. I give away a trivia answer, I talk about how to make money by posting on display, and to show off your content. So come eat, drink, and be scary. Not tomorrow, because I'll be shoveling Reese's down my throat. Speaking of which, what is the plural of Reese's? Reese's? Let's circle back on that. For now, it's time for display trivia. Q1. On Halloween in the US, kids go door to door saying the phrase trick or treat, trick or trade, trick or trash. On Halloween in the US, kids go door to door saying the phrase trick or treat, trick or trade, trick or trash. Quick show of hands. Do we have this tradition in other countries? Oh damn, if you don't, I am sorry, because you are missing out big time. This Halloween tradition is basically an excuse to go door to door, all dressed up in whatever the heck you want, and tell strangers, hey, give us free candy or else. Or else what? Well, to be honest, I don't know. Luckily, it's never come to that. I think if you don't have candy, you're giving us full permission to play a trick on you, right? Hence the phrase, trick or treat. Yes, and when possible, I will take the treat, please. Question 2. Which of the following is not an official name for Halloween? All Hallows Eve, Christmas Eve, All Saints Eve. Which of the following is not an official name for Halloween? All Hallows Eve, Christmas Eve, All Saints Eve. Who decides on the official names for Halloween? Is there a governing body of sorts, a Halloween commission on official names and nicknames? Well, no governing body on Halloween would be complete without a spooky skeleton. And if you're gonna have a skeleton at the table, I think a ghost and definitely a goblin should be included as well. If Halloween is about anything, it's about inclusivity. Well, okay, Halloween is supposedly about the spirits of the dead returning to Earth for one night, but that's semantics. Look, I think we can all agree that whatever you want to call the spookiest night of the year, Christmas Eve is something just a little bit different. Question 3. According to sales data, what is the most popular Halloween candy of all time in the US? Candy corn, Snickers, Reese's Cups. According to sales data, what is the most popular Halloween candy of all time in the US? Candy corn, Snickers, Reese's Cups. Again, can't speak for other countries that may or may not celebrate Halloween, but US sales data from 2007 onward puts one candy at the top of the pack from all other Halloween candy purchases. Think of this candy as your own classic homecoming queen meets quarterback of the football team meets class president meets most likely to succeed. And I can personally say that when you eat this candy, that's exactly how you feel. Unless, of course, you eat too much and you get a stomachache. The candy? Those Reese's Cups, Reese's Cups. Eat 'em up, eat 'em up, eat 'em up. Yum! You gotta love peanut butter and chocolate. Unless you're allergic, of course. Question 4. Which of the following lines is not in Bobby Pickett's novelty Halloween song? It was a graveyard smash. It caused quite a crash. It caught on in a flash. Which of the following lines is not in Bobby Pickett's novelty Halloween song? It was a graveyard smash. It caused quite a crash. It caught on in a flash. This isn't just Bobby Pickett's novelty Halloween song. I mean, no offense to Bobby Pickett, but can you name any of his other hits? This is the novelty Halloween song. When you're on the dance floor dressed as a zombie Madonna and you hear that cauldron start to bubble, you better be prepared for a major banger, because you've never seen the club like you're about to see it during the Monster Freakin' Mash. And what did it do? It caught on in a flash, yes. It was indeed a graveyard smash, but no crashes were caused while working in the lab late one night. Question 5. In the slasher film starring Jennifer Love Hewitt, what weapon does the murderer use? A chainsaw, a machete, a hook? In the slasher film starring Jennifer Love Hewitt, what weapon does the murderer use? A chainsaw, a machete, a hook? Yep, we're looking for the movie starring 90s teen witch Jennifer Love Hewitt, who would later go on to star in Ghost Whisperer. If she's not perfect for a Halloween-themed show, I don't know who is. Maybe her co-star in this movie, Sarah Michelle Gellar, who, as her little side gig, played the title character in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Yes, girl, slay! No, really, there's a vampire right there. Seriously, slay that thing. No, right there! Thank you. The film they starred in together, along with 90s hunk Freddie Prinze Jr., was I Know What You Did Last Summer. I never found out what summer shenanigans they got up to, but now I'm hooked. No, really, the killer used a hook. Seems like someone was really fishing for a compliment. Question 6. Halloween can be traced back originally to what local festival? Dia de los Muertos, Samhain, Diwali. Halloween can be traced back originally to what local festival? Dia de los Muertos, Samhain, Diwali. That's right. Halloween has origins in a local festival, not to be confused with the county fair. No funnel cakes or Ferris wheel rides at Halloween, although those places, they can tend to give me the creeps. What county fairs and modern Halloween have most in common is probably unsupervised children consuming too much sugar. But OG Halloween? That was a fall festival commemorating the day when Celtic people believed the spirit world was most accessible. When the Romans conquered Ireland and brought Christianity, this became known as the night before All Saints' Day, or All Hallows' Eve. But the original Celtic festival, Samhain. Gotta love how those names never sound like they're spelled. Question 7. Horror villain Michael Myers' mask was actually a mold of which famous figure's face? Billy Joel, Buzz Aldrin, William Shatner. Horror villain Michael Myers' mask was actually a mold of which famous figure's face? Billy Joel, Buzz Aldrin, William Shatner. Michael Myers movies, not to be confused with Canadian SNL alum and movie star Mike Myers, who played Austin Powers in Shrek and Not a Cold-Blooded Murderer, are the most aptly named scary movies. The title is just simply Halloween. Is it scary? Well, it's named after the spookiest day of the year, so yeah. Probably. If you want to find out, just watch by yourself in a dark room at midnight. What could go wrong? But when Halloween was first being produced back in the 70s, it was very low budget. Very. So low budget, in fact, that in order to source a look for the villain, Tommy Lee Wallace just purchased a Captain Kirk mask, played by none other than TV legend William Shatner. Q8. What is the technical term for a group of this bird in the same genus as the title of Edgar Allan Poe's 1845 poem? A gaggle, a murder, a swarm. What is the technical term for a group of this bird in the same genus as the title of Edgar Allan Poe's 1845 poem? A gaggle, a murder, a swarm. If you tuned into our pre-show earlier, you already know this one. As far as authors go, Edgar Allan Poe is probably one of the most sinister ones. He tended to deal with more macabre themes, ones about death and spirits, all that fun Halloween stuff. The word macabre isn't scary to me because of the meaning, though. It's scary to me because, how do you pronounce it? I mean, it's one of those words, as I see it coming up, anytime I've ever had to read it out loud, I just I just cross my fingers and I say, here goes nothing. Macabre? Macabre. I think it's both. It's a fancy way to say spooky. And the spookiest name for any group of birds? Why, it's a murder of crows. Crows are members of the Corvidae family, which also includes, that's right, ravens, just like Poe's poem. Question 9. The frozen snack favored by Millie Bobby Brown's character in the Duffer Brothers Netflix thriller was invented in what decade? 1940s, 1950s, 1960s. The frozen snack favored by Millie Bobby Brown's character in the Duffer Brothers Netflix thriller was invented in what decade? 1940s, 1950s, 1960s. Scariest thing about this show wasn't the Demogorgon or the Upside Down. No. The scariest thing about this show was the nostalgia. Nostalgia is terrifying because you watch it and you're like, wait, I remember my mom had a jacket just like that one. That must mean I'm getting old. Kids bringing back Y2K fashion now. Stop making me feel like a sheep taken out to pasture. My best years are ahead of me, even if I have to live through all of them in trends I wore 20 years ago. I'll make those bell bottoms work. This show is, of course, Stranger Things. It launched MBB to superstardom after she played Eleven, whose favorite after-school snack? Eggo waffles, invented in the 50s. Hey, let's go into the final question. Question 10. In this 1993 film in which the black flame candle is lit, which character speaks the first line? Winifred Sanderson, Thackeray Binks, Max Dennison. Which character speaks the first line? Winifred Sanderson, Thackeray Binks, Max Dennison. Who is the first character to speak in this movie? Is it the same character who lights the black flame candle? And this leads me to ask, what kind of idiot would light a black flame candle? Of course, that's going to be Bad News Bears and bring evil witches back from the dead who want to eat all the children in Salem. It's got a freaking black flame. That's not natural. Flame is orange. And if it's really hot, it's blue. But a black flame? I don't mess with it. No way in HE double hockey sticks. Which Winifred Sanderson of the Sanderson sisters claims is rather lovely. I'll let her be the judge of that. Good vibes only for me. But the first scene in this movie is in 1600 Salem and features Thackeray Binks waking to find that his sister Emily has been taken by 3 evil witches. And if you want to know more, well, you gotta watch Hocus Pocus. You won't regret it. Something else you won't regret? Making sure your profile is complete so that you can collect your winnings, cause some of you just won. You came, you slayed, you displayed your knowledge, and you're gonna get paid. Well, let's hurry up and say goodnight, because I got costumes to make, and pumpkins to carve, and candy to buy, and cobwebs to tastefully drape over every surface in my house. Happy Halloween, Display Bees. We will see you next week. Have fun, stay safe, eat lots of candy. I'll see you in our pre-show Monday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Woo! That means bye. Bye.